just to make sure we understand who we're talking about, the NRCC is the Republican Party. It's the National Republican Party. It's the House congressional arm, political arm of the Republican Party. And yes, they actually said that General McChrystal, that they hope that General McChrystal puts the speaker in her place. Last time I checked, the speaker's place is at the top of the House of Representatives. To be quite blunt, Jank, it was understandable coming from a group of people that are 80% male and 100% out of touch.
And does the Republican Party at this point, with Senator Kyle's comments in regards to a discussion he had with Senator Stabenow about how he doesn't need maternity care, and there's been a number of and his offices today his offices today were a lot of women, moms showed up saying, but we do need maternity care, and your job is also partly to represent us, of course, as our senator from Arizona.
Look at the pattern in the Republican Party today. You have Senator Kyle, who thinks that it's not necessary to make sure that we have maternity coverage in insurance policies because he can't get pregnant. You have Bob McDonnell in Virginia,
that's right,
who wrote a thesis and actually said that women damage families when they work outside the home. You have Chris Christie in New Jersey, the Republican nominee for governor there, who said that it's okay to pass mandate-free insurance policies, which would basically mean that women wouldn't be able to make sure they could get access to mammograms anymore, or be kicked out of the hospital in less than 24 hours after a mastectomy or after a birth, and that's perfectly acceptable. I mean, so the demonstration of how out of touch, I mean, it's by the hour in the last several days, in terms of the Republican Party, has just been shocking.
So does the Republican Party have a woman problem?
I think they've always had a woman problem, to be really honest with you. I mean, that's the evidence of that is how Democratic candidates consistently win the women's vote, and there's a reason for that. It's because they don't really seem to have much interest in recruiting women to run for office. They don't have an agenda that appeals to women. They, in fact, their agenda, I think, much of the time is offensive to women.
I don't know if you saw this. Bill O'Reilly, I believe it was last night with Michelle Bachmann, said that you Democrats are threatened by Bachmann and Palin because they're hot. And, and that somehow that would appeal to women more.
Who said that?
Bill O'Reilly.
Okay. Well, again, the sexism that runs as deep as has been evidenced in the last few days in the Republican Party, even permeates their voices on the air. I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. That's just.
I mean, what I found curious about it is he thought that somehow they appeal to women more, and that's why Democrats are afraid of them. But they appeal to women by being hot.
Yeah, Ann Coulter actually said something similar. That, in fact, Ann Coulter, I remember, brought me into it a few months ago and said that the reason that I was critical of Sarah Palin was because I was jealous about her looks. And that Democratic voters across the country were coming to my defense because that they were upset because Sarah Palin was hot. So. Even be having a discussion about looks when it comes to women elected officials and the important issues that matter right now, turning the economy around, making sure that we can pass comprehensive health care reform, making sure that we invest in alternative energy and really wean ourselves off of our dependence on foreign oil. Those are the issues that are important to women voters. And to trivialize what's important to women voters by suggesting that looks is what matters, or suggesting that, like Chris Christie did, that John Corzine's support for universal pre-K in New Jersey is tantamount to babysitting, just shows the lack of respect that they have for women.